Have you ever been surrounded by strangers and wondered what their hidden talents and characteristics are? Well, if so, I am here to let you in on some of the things about me that are not so obvious right off the bat. Now, please let me ramble on about myself because you just might be able to relate, and hopefully, we won't feel like strangers once we get to know each other a little bit better. Plus, it's only for a few minutes, and I think it'll interest you. Hi, my name is Perla, not Carla, Perla. I say this because I have walked out of Starbucks plenty of times with my coffee cup labeled Carla. Anywho, I feel that I am qualified to speak about this topic because I know these things about myself like the back of my hand. Some of the things that I am going to be sharing with you are that I am artsy, I'm quite curious, and I have a love for the simple things in life. Ever since I can remember, I have always had a love for arts. However, I believe that I was horrible at it and hoped to get away with a decent looking stick figure. It wasn't until my freshman year of high school that I, out of nowhere, started creating masterpieces. I didn't even realize it until all of the students and even the teacher were flooding me with compliments and were amazed at my work. As part of the art project, I entered one of my drawings into the Silver Dollar Fair and ended up winning Best of Show. Meaning, out of all of the art pieces at the fair, the judges believed mine to be the best. I think this is when I finally accepted that I actually was pretty good at art. Besides being artsy, I am also quite curious. Yes, I am the why kid. If you haven't talked to a 2-year-old, you might not know what I am referring to. But if you have, you know that the second you answer the question, they're going to ask why. And the second you answer that question, they're going to ask why again, and so forth. From a young age, I like to question things, wonder, and even take things apart and see how they worked. If something wasn't working, I would take it all apart, see what the problem was, sometimes fix it, and put it all back together. I can proudly say I have fixed a couple of CD players and lawnmowers in my day. Finally, aside from being artsy and curious, I'd like to tell you about my love for the simple things in life. Now, I'm sure we have all experienced some hardships in our lives, and unfortunately, one of mine was a bit of depression. Severe depression, to be exact. But fortunately, I was able to overcome that, and I believe that due to this, I was able to find and appreciate beauty and happiness in the simplest of things, like the beauty in a sunset, the wind moving a field of grass, or the circles formed on puddles made by raindrops. I value those little moments in the yard with family so much more, and I try to remind myself to not take those things for granted. And remember, in case you forgot, I am artsy, I am quite curious, and I have a love for the simple things in life. And FYI, curiosity doesn't always kill the cat, and it can be fun to wonder.